My name is Anthony Beckwith. I am a high school teacher and I live in Arlington, Mass. And I am currently doing a project where I am attempting to bike from Arlington to every city or town hall in Massachusetts. There are 351 of them.
Hello there. Hi.
Thank you
Hi.
for welcoming me.
Thank you, and thank you for what you're doing. This is fun. I'm going to give you a city pin,
Wonderful.
and you can just put it wherever you need to put it.
So far I've done 102 of the town halls, which leaves 249 to go. And I've done about 1,350 miles or so to do that. Some of it is going out and coming back, and because I'm not, you can't just do it all in one straight line. So there has to be a lot of maneuvering around places. So it's been really interesting to see different city halls, different town halls when they were built. In most towns, the town hall is at the center of the town, especially these older towns, smaller towns. The church is there, the town hall, the library, the post office usually there. In many places, though, I've seen something that's just slightly disappointing, that I go to the town center and the town hall isn't there. It's a couple of miles away off some access road because they, at some point, either tore down or repurposed the old town hall building. And so that aspect of being a town hall kind of got removed. It just became a clerical place somewhere next to the DPW or something. But most of the town halls are in town centers and are often beautiful buildings. Often they look like they could use an influx of money. If I tell people I'm doing this, clearly they want to know why, and I struggle sometimes to answer that question. I've done a few other sort of bike challenges that I've made up for myself in the past. For instance, biking every part of every street in Arlington where I live, and then I also did every part of every street in Belmont and Somerville and Winchester and Charlestown. And then I kind of got tired of doing that, but that took a couple of years to do. So generally the great thing about biking is that, as opposed to driving a car to get somewhere and as opposed to going to a workout place to stay fit, is that you're out in the world with people and nature all the time. And so, especially on a bike, when you drive through a place, you don't really have to interact with people at all. You can just drive right through it. When you're going from one town hall to the next town hall, you're almost guaranteed to interact with people that you've never seen before. And I guess kind of get a thrill from that. I find that interesting just to talk to people. And you also get a feel for Massachusetts and a feel for the land, because you don't just step on the gas more to make it up the hill. You really have to, you'll remember that hill and you'll feel it. And so you get a sense of the contours of Massachusetts, I think, much more than you would driving. So it's not really necessarily, I don't do it for exercise. It's more I love biking and I love the adventure of it. And whenever I go, right now I'm on a 7-day part of this whole project, and I never know what's gonna happen. The other day, I was east of Hubbardston, and I came upon a road and it said, bridge out. And I said, oh boy, so I looked at the map, and it looked like I would have to go east and then north and add many, many miles just to get around this. So I figured I'm just gonna go forward and see what happens. And then it turned into a dirt road, which then turned into kind of a grass road, and now I'm in the middle of the woods. And I finally get to where the bridge was, and the bridge was out, but there was a little thing that could fit a bicyclist going across. And it would have been just as interesting if the bridge was out. Maybe I would have to ford across the water, or maybe I'd have to go all the way back. But whatever was going to happen, once the bridge out sign was there, it was going to be an interesting situation. There was going to be some adventure in it, either me having to go around and cursing at the thing, or going in and turning back, or going in and actually saying, oh, I made it, I was able to get through. Like, I was really happy that moment when I crossed that bridge and kind of looked back and said, oh, that worked out. And I just didn't know. And that's the great part of bike adventures like this, is the mystery of what's going to happen. I can plan how many miles and where I'm going to stay, but I don't really know how many miles it's going to be, and I don't know who I'm going to run into and conversations I'm going to have. That's been some of it, is just learning. Even though I've been to some places in Western Mass, so many places I have never been at all, and it's really interesting to see what people are like, how they live their lives, what the town centers look like, and how the farms are sort of arranged in different places. It's such a different experience. I grew up in Cambridge and live in Arlington, so this has been great to see this middle part of the state. And then it'll be very interesting to see the western, especially the northwestern and southwestern corners of the state. I've never been in either of those, even though I've lived in Massachusetts my whole life.